So, point number 6, capture every lead like it's gold, because they are. Use an app or an old school sign-in book and follow up immediately after the open house.
You know, I've thought about this point a lot, Julie. I don't like the apps. I've decided.
I don't like them either. I think that became a thing during COVID. I like the old school sign-in books
And I'm going to
better.
tell you why.
Sure.
I re-listened to a book I've read probably 20 times called Influence. I don't remember the guy's name. Everyone's going to ask me about it, so let me find the guy's name. And one of the things he really drills down on is reciprocity. And again, we read this book originally when we were, okay, here it is. Influence, New and Expanded. Let me find the guy's name. By Robert Cialdini. Okay, so you guys can all listen to that book.
Cialdini.
Yeah, and again, I've consumed this numerous times. He just did an updated version. I can't tell, honestly, where he's updated it. It just reads like the old one. But here's the point. When you walk into a Starbucks and there's a jar there, they seed the jar ahead of time with money. And you guys know this too. If you walk into a Starbucks or any place where there's a tip jar and there's no money in the tip jar, chances are you're not putting money in there.
Right.
But if it's loaded with money, chances are you're putting money in there. And that essentially that it's social proof, but also it's a little bit of reciprocity. So you're not going to want to be the only one that didn't actually tip after all these other people did as well.
I know where you're going with this.
It's a subconscious thing. So what you want to do is you want to have an actual sign-in book. And you want to have an actual sign-in book that's accumulative. In other words, all the open houses you've previously done, don't have them dated, but just have a fresh page. And so people can flip through the open house, because that's what the open house registry, that's what they'll do. They'll walk in, they'll see all the other people that have registered, and they're going to register themselves as well. With an app, I mean, again, remember we were saying at the top, that's too many steps. With the app, make it so that, they're going to, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to type this, I have to touch this. Nope, sign in here, and they're going to see all the other people that signed in. There's no seeing what other people did in an app, is there? There's no visual proof of, the tips in the tip jar in an app. But there is on even a yellow tablet of paper or a sign-in book. And you can have a sign that says the seller requests that all buyers register. And that's it. That's
all guests sign in, yes.
That all guests sign in. And that's all it has to say. You can buy all this stuff on Amazon. Very inexpensive and very powerful.
Yes, and I believe that it should be a nice-looking guest book, and you can find all kinds of that sort of thing on Amazon. When we were on our big trip this summer, did you notice how all the nice hotels had guest books, and you had your email? Would you like us to communicate with you? And of course, out of curiosity, don't you flip back and see the little blurbs and stories that people did? I think it's got that sort of vibe to it. It's more friendly.